Good afternoon, distinguished academics,
Hi.
individuals.
Professor,
Professor.
welcome. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, Dean and Registrar.
Good
Hi.
afternoon, VC. Good afternoon, Prof. Good
Hi,
afternoon, Dean.
everyone.
Yeah.
Eric, how are you doing? Long time.
Good
Yes,
afternoon,
I'm fine. Good
Professor,
afternoon.
and
Nice day.
all the senior colleagues in the house.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our today's planned information session. This is the second of three sessions. I'm trying to admit the rest of the participants. All right. Good afternoon once again, everyone. Once again, I want to welcome you to today's admission information session. We are very excited to have you with us as we continue our journey toward the 2024-2025 academic year. So, whether you are exploring James Hope University for the first time, or you are trying to take a closer look at our programs, we are here today to provide you with necessary insights and information you need to take the next step in your academic journey. Uh, in today's session, we'll begin with an introduction to our mission, vision, and community, which is going to be presented by our esteemed Vice Chancellor and President, Paul Vita, who will share how our commitments at James Hope University to excellence, integrity, and innovation drives everything we do here. And then next, Professor Abiola Babajide would walk us through an overview of James Hope Business School and the range of the dynamic and forward-thinking uh, programs we offer at James Hope University to help you shape your future and, uh, of course, thrive in today's competitive global environment. After that, we will have Femi Wari, who is a member or a representative of the registrar, would take us through our state-of-the-art facilities, including our library. Of course, we also have present our head of library, who will be answering questions related to library and the supports we offer with the library resources. Uh, and then we'll conclude with an interactive question and answer session. Of course, before then, I will have uh, another member of the faculty, and we would hear from one of our students, one or two of our students, uh, the experience of James Hope University. So that's going to be all from me for now. Thank you once again for joining us. I hope that you find this session very valuable as we look forward to supporting your educational journey. Uh, Please join me to welcome Professor Dr. Paul Vita as he walks us through the vision and mission of James Hope University.
Thanks so much. It's great. First of all, everyone, thank you for being here and spending some of your afternoon with us. I love talking about James Hope University. In front of you now on the slide, you can see our founder, Jim Ovia, founder of Zenith Bank. He founded this idea of the university, started all the way back in 2013, started off the ground 2021. It's a vision to bring to Nigeria international excellence, a university of the caliber of the best universities in the world. I want to make sure my sound is okay. Mike, can everybody hear me? Thank
Yes, we
you.
can.
So the vision, our founder's vision is to introduce the kind of university that helps the economy, that spreads knowledge, that helps young people form. That vision is delivered through the university's mission. And next slide identifies the university's mission statement, our commitment to realizing this vision through research, through groundbreaking, essential research that can help change society, and also through the transformative power of education, which we also feel will enable future leaders to make the region, to make the country, to make West Africa, to make the world a better place. All right. Responsible for that mission are a number of the people on this call. We have some representatives of our faculty. We have our dean, Akinkube, our registrars here, our librarians here. They'll be here at the end of the call to help answer questions. One more point, and I'll go back to what I said at the beginning. Our founder wants us to achieve an international recognition. Thus, we are pursuing, if you move to the next slide, the same kinds of accreditations that the best universities in the world have. Of course, we're following all the guidelines and we're well on our way to making sure all of our programs are accredited through the National Universities Commission. All the resources are in place, but we want to be shoulder to shoulder with the best business schools in the world, whether it's Harvard, London School of Economics, and these are the kinds of accreditations that we are seeking and we're in the process of pursuing. I think we're going to have a chance to take a look at the campus and meet some of the faculty, but let's start off with a campus tour. We are located in Lekki, and we are very proud of our facilities. What you're looking at is our business school itself with a spectacular atrium, a fine library. We'll find out more about some of these spaces later in the conversation. Our classrooms have state-of-the-art digital and electronic billboards. And of course, we have a spectacular Senate building. This is where our offices are. Newly constructed, brand new structures. Completely renovated as well. You're getting a glimpse too of the sports facility that has just been completed as well. Now, part of James Hope University's exclusive approach to education is to have only postgraduate education. Our series of Masters of Science, Executive Education, and MBAs. And to tell more about that in the business school, let me introduce Professor Abiola Babajide, an expert in finance who's leading some of our finance and fintech and Master of Science programs. Prof, take it away.
Thank you, VC. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the call this afternoon. I warmly welcome you all to James Hope Business School. And in the business school, on behalf of the Dean and other faculty members, we appreciate you joining us today. I'll take you through the offerings of the business school. We have MBA programs and master's program. Our main focus in the business school is your success. And the primary emphasis of the business school is leadership, entrepreneurship, and innovation. You may want to ask me why entrepreneurship. Recent statistics shows that 70% of startups fail within the first 5 years. So in the James Hope Business School, we hope to reduce these statistics in Nigeria by offering quality business education and empowering entrepreneurs to be able to take necessary education that is needed to excel in their endeavor and to be able to adapt in the ever-changing business landscape. We will train you in James Hope Business School on how to identify opportunities and how to turn your innovative ideas into viable ventures. Now, we can say that James Hope Business School is a leadership academy. We offer transformational learning that empowers you to change lives and change organization and contribute maximally to the world as a whole. In the business school, the leadership empowerment in the business school is very thorough. We will help you to build capacity that is needed to lead forward and to succeed in your entrepreneurial endeavor. Also in the business school, our The third emphasis is on innovation. The James Hope Business School is committed to innovation by fostering a forward-thinking learning environment that empowers the student to be able to challenge conventional business model, explore emerging technologies, and develop solutions to real-life problems. And that is why our main mantra is within this these three focus: leadership, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Now, the programs that we offer in the business school, first I'll start with the executive education. We have an executive education program, duly all courses that runs through from January all the way to December. But for the last 2 months into the end of the year, come October and November, we have a sustainable business practice model coming up in October 8 to 9. This course particularly is to help organizations to integrate sustainability into their business model. It is possible to make profit and at the same time devote time to the environment. So that's what we're looking at in the October 8 to 9. And then we'll have scenario planning also coming up in 22nd to 23rd in October also. Now, the focus of this course is actually to help people in strategic planning. We live in a dynamic environment and things change rapidly. So to have different scenario plan, to be able to take advantage and be able to stabilize even within the dynamic environment. So this course is meant for senior executive strategic thinkings, for risk managers, for governance, and for innovation, for big persons in top cadre in the organization. So we look forward to having you join this cohort. Also, we have coming up towards the end of the month, financial regulations and compliance. Now, this course is specifically made up of finance professionals, compliance officers, risk managers, be able to ensure that you are in line with all of the rules and regulations that governs the workplace, particularly the financial statement. So we invite you to join this cohort. And then we have the fourth one, which is budgeting under condition of uncertainty. You agree with me that the period that we have, there are so many uncertainty going on, but how to maintain a budget that will be able to capture the scenario, different scenario, and to be able to remain stabilized even within the unstabilized environment. So this course is meant for managers and financial managers and CFOs. So we look forward to you joining the executive program. Besides these three, we have more courses coming up in January and then towards the end of the year 2025. Now we have MBA programs, and in our MBA programs in James Hope University, we have three main types of MBA. We have full-time MBA, which is meant for fresh graduates, and we have executive MBA that is meant for executives in organization. Also, we have professional MBA. During this question and answer session, we'll talk more on the differences between these MBA programs. But featuring in our MBA, we have the MBA curriculum. We have the main curriculum, which is about 72 units, okay? And then we have 3 cohorts for now. And we have a concentration in the area of finance, another one in the area of human resource management, and the management itself. Now, the curriculum is designed in such a way that with the coursework is completed within the first 3 semesters, while the last semester is devoted to the capstone. Well, the MBA program is about 21 months in all. And the people that started last year are almost halfway through the program, the executive MBA. So we look forward to you joining the next cohort, which is coming up in January. Then embedded in our MBA program is the Immersion Week. The Immersion Week is an intensive introduction to various aspects of businesses with hands-on experience, exposure to real-world challenges, and opportunity to apply theoretical knowledge to in practical setting. So the Immersion Week brings together the industry experts as well as the faculty, where we can apply the theories that have been taught in and exchange ideas within that context. Also, we have the residency program embedded in our MBA, especially for the full-time MBA. The residency program is about 4 to 6 months. It gives opportunity to our students to be placed in companies for in-person learning experience. And this experience is to complement the academic work. The residency typically involves real-world projects, networking, and interactions with industry professionals, which allows our students to be able to apply the knowledge that have been learned in classroom in the office environment. And also we have the professional coaching, which is also embedded in our MBA program. Now, this professional coaching is specially designed in such a way that students are assigned to certified coaches to advance their soft skill, as well as to be able to develop, to help them develop their professional development plan and focus on the other executive competencies that is needed for them to be able to achieve success within their own sphere. Now, this program is ongoing right now, and it helps the executives to be able to build plan and be able to adapt very well within the some of the things that are learned is strategic self-awareness and executive presence, which is needed to be able to function very well within the global environment. Also, we are looking at international travel. International travel is also another dimension in our MBA program. The purpose of this is to give you a global perspective on business practices and to expose you to diverse markets, culture, and business practices across the globe. It enhances cultural competence, offer networking opportunities, and provides hands-on experience through projects in different countries, whereby you have the opportunity to meet with world-class business experts, and then be able to exchange ideas and be able to foster relationships that can enhance your growth. Although it's optional, but it's a dimension within our MBA offerings. And lastly, for our MBA, we have a guided research. This guided research, which we tag the capstone, is to be able to document and solve a problem. We believe that in the course of your coursework, you must have identified areas that you think you can contribute by solving problems, maybe with companies that you are assigned with, or your own issues within your own organization that you think you want to work on. So this guided research, with the help of the library, you have opportunity to provide solution using scientific principles to provide solution to such problem captured in the capstone. So that is our MBA program. We invite you to fill your application if you have not. Now, apart from the MBA program, we also have the MSc program, and all our MSc program will be coming up next month, October. And the MSc program in James Hope University, they are designed to provide you with advanced, specialized education and training that will deepen your theoretical knowledge, enhance your research skill, and develop your ability to apply scientific principles to real-world problem. Now, in October, we have MSc Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Entrepreneurship coming up. Now, this program focuses on fostering creativity, strategic thinking, and problem-solving abilities that will enable you to identify opportunities, drive innovation, and lead entrepreneurial initiative. The program is specifically, it combines theoretical framework with practical experience. We have industry experts joining us in teaching all of these programs. Is to prepare you to become a graduate. We also have MSc Economics and Development, Economic Development and Policy Analysis in October. Most of our classes are getting filled, so if you have not registered or if you have not completed your application, we advise you to quickly do that before the close of business today or tomorrow. Now, this MSc program is designed to equip you with analytical skill and knowledge needed to understand, design, and evaluate economic policies, which will foster a sustainable development. Now, this program focuses on economic theories, quantitative methods, and policy tools necessary in addressing complex issues, particularly in our region and across the globe, in areas such as poverty, inequality, unemployment, and economic growth. Now, through the blended coursework, case study, and practical research, students will learn how to assess economic condition, analyze the impact of policy, and also be able to contribute in fostering strategies for economic development in diverse global context. Now, apart from MSc Economics, we have MSc Finance and MSc FinTech also coming up in October. Now, the MSc FinTech and Analytics is the first of its kind in Nigeria at this level, and is an intersection with between finance, technology, and data analytics. Now, this program is specially designed to equip students with skills to navigate and innovate within the rapidly evolving the financial landscape. Now, this program combines rigorous training in financial theories, technological application, and advanced data analysis technique, which will enable you to understand and leverage emerging technologies such as blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and through a blended theoretical knowledge, it's helps startups to be able to contribute maximally to development process in Africa, which is much needed at this time. And we have MSc Finance, which is the fourth that is coming up in October. Now, the MSc Finance is designed to provide you with advanced knowledge and analytical skill as well in financial management, in investment analysis, and risk management. Now, this program focuses on theoretical foundations and practical application in finance, which will enable you to understand and be able to solve complex financial problems, take strategic decision in finance, and to be able to contribute maximally within the financial landscape. Now, all the MSc courses that we have in James Hope University is designed for 36 units, except for the MSc Finance. Now, the reason for the MSc Finance, which is in true mantra, is the traditional MSc Finance and the MSc Finance that is linked with the Chartered Institute of Bankers programs. Now, the Chartered Institute, we have a memorandum undergoing a linkage program with the Chartered Institute of Banker, which we hope to finalize before classes start. That anyone that takes the MSc Finance in James Hope University will also be given the certification of the Associate certification of the Chartered Institute of Bankers. So all the MSc programs, we have 36 units, and it's designed in such a way that within the first 2 semesters, you can complete your coursework. And then in the last 2 semesters is devoted to dissertation writing. And except for the MSc Finance that is linked with the Chartered Institute of Bankers that has more than 36 units. But it's also designed to be completed within the first 2 semesters. Now, the education provided in our MSc program, they are transformational, empowering you to be able to gain knowledge and also develop skills, not only knowledge, develop skills and mindset that is needed to become leaders, innovators in various fields. And our curriculum are designed to challenge conventional thinking, encourage critical analysis, and foster creativity, ensuring that anyone that participates in any of our programs, either the MBA or the MSc, we are well equipped to address real world problems and seize opportunity in the ever-changing global landscape. Now, the MSc and all our programs in James Hope University are well supported with state-of-the-art facility, such that is comparable to anywhere in the world, the kind of facility that we have here in James Hope University. To speak on the facilities, I will invite Femi to speak on our facilities. Femi, you have the floor. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Femi.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you, everybody, for being on this call. My name is Femi, and I'll be speaking on the facilities at James Hope University. I'm going to start off with the University Library, which we also call the Research Library. The James Hope University Library integrates physical materials, advanced digital technologies, and vast online database like the Xscope Host and the Emerald Insight to offer seamless access to scholarly up-to-date books across various disciplines. So we have, so aside from the physical books, we also have e-copies and journals that you can always access on the Xscope Host and the Emerald Insight. The library fosters collaborative and independent research through innovative study space. Because when you watched the video earlier, you probably would have noticed the library there, and you can see that it's a serene environment. So we have an innovative study space equipped with the latest tool for data analysis and multimedia creation. We also have an expert librarian who is on board and is also on this call, who will provide cutting-edge research supportive services to our students. And so if you have any questions regarding the library, it will be here to take your questions. So moving on, we also have the ICT Center. Our University ICT Center is a state-of-the-art facility that is designed to provide students, faculties, and researchers with cutting-edge technology and resources to support their academic and professional pursuits. It is equipped with high-performance computers, advanced softwares, and fast internet connectivity. The internet connectivity is not just only limited to the ICT Center. So it's also something that you can access everywhere on campus, no matter where you might be on campus, you always have access to the internet. So the ICT Center offers a collaborative environment as well, just like the library, where innovation and learning strive. So from conducting complex data analysis and stimulation to engaging in immersive virtual learning experience, the center is an integral hub for technological excellence and digital skills development. So our ICT Center is designed to support your journey towards success. So aside from the ICT Center, we also have the Innovation Lab, which we also generally call the Innovation Hub. So our Innovation Hub is a state-of-the-art hub that offers boundless creativity opportunity for our students. So it's a space where you can unleash your potential, collaborate with like-minded visionaries, and bring your ideas to life. The environment is designed for successful entrepreneur ventures. It's also a community driven by curiosity, fueled by technology, and dedicated to shaping the future. So it's a place where you can go to, you meet people who have ideas like yourself, or not necessarily similar ideas as your friend. It might be different, but you can always collaborate to bring whatever ideas you have to life. And then we also have personnel on board that would also assist you in whatever ideas that you want to like put together. So after now, you see what the Innovation Hub will look like. It's currently in construction, and it's meant to be ready by the end of this month. So here is it, and you can take a look. Okay, so that is our Innovation Hub. So when you're on campus, you are free to use that place for your innovative ideas. So you might want to ask, how can you get started? How do you apply to one of our programs? So, but before we talk about the application process, let's take you through the tuition fee. So at James Hope University, on your screen, you see the various tuition fee for all of the programs that we are offering here. And then there's also opportunity for scholarship. So although the scholarship has officially closed, award for scholarship ended on the 15th of this month. But as a benefit of being a part of this call, everybody who is on this call have an opportunity to still apply between now and the end of the week. So if you're on this call and you're interested in scholarship, you're allowed to still apply for scholarship up until the end of the week. So as you can see, our payment plan is, our tuition fees are quite flexible. Aside from the total cost for the program, you are allowed to pay per semester basis. So even if the per semester does not also still work for you, if you feel like it's still too big, you can always come up with a payment plan that you draft by yourself, and then you communicate with the finance team to see how that arrangement can be considered. So that shows you how flexible our payment plan is. So moving on to the admission requirements. So to be eligible for our programs, you have to go on our website, that's www.jhu.edu.ng, to check the criteria or requirement for any of the programs in which you have interest in. And you make sure that you read the requirement for each of those, any of those programs that you might have interest in, and then ensure that you're eligible to apply first before you commence your application. So, but in general, some of the things that would be required for you to submit would be your first degree certificate that has to be relevant to the program in which you are choosing. So on the admissions portal, you might also see that we are asking for a standardized test score, that's the GMAT, GRE, or for TOEFL or IELTS for test of English. Those are not requirements for this admission circle, so you can skip those ones because we are not asking for this admission circle. So if you go on the website and you see that, or you go on the portal and you see that, that shouldn't be a bother to you. You can always skip it because it is not a requirement for this admission circle. So aside from all these things, we would also need you to submit your professional resume. You have to submit a personal statement. Letters of recommendation will come from the 3 referees that you provide. So you are meant to provide us with 3 referees who would then send us recommendation letter. And then the 3 referees, what you need to provide, you give us their contact address, the email, where they work, and then their names. Then upon submission of your application, once it has been successfully submitted, and then for that to happen, you have to pay a 5,000 Naira application fee upon submission. Once that is done, we'll receive your application and then review and then invite you for a finalist interview, which would now cement your place in James Hope University. So currently application, we are still receiving application, and then it would be ending by the end of September. I would show you how the portal looks like so that you can see once you get to the portal what to expect. So on the portal page, the home page, which is what you're seeing here, where this beautiful lady is, you'll see if you're entering as a new applicant, you click on the new applicant. You open as a new applicant and then you click that. You'll be required to fill in your details, that your email, your phone number, and the likes, which you now fill in and then you continue. So that takes you to this page you're looking at underneath it, where you'll be required to upload your passport, fill in your personal information, your academic information, post-secondary school qualifications, and then the GMAT and GRE, like I said earlier, and the TOEFL, you can always skip that. So there's no need to complete that if you don't have them. But if you do have them, you can go ahead to upload. And then we have other information that would also be asked. And then there's the referees, where you provide the 3 referees that you need to send us your recommendation letter, and after which you then upload your document and then you submit. So for the scholarship as well, let me also emphasize that you need to read the necessary guide on how to apply for the scholarship. It is on this same portal. You just scroll down to the last page and then you click on apply for scholarship, and then you'll be required to download the form, which you fill and answer the questions on that form, and then you upload back on that same page on that portal. So that is also how to apply for the scholarship. Thank you very much. So now we'll be moving to testimonials, and then you see a testimonial from one of our students who is currently running an executive MBA here. Thank you.
My name is Yetunde Jide Adejana, and I'm enrolled in the Executive MBA program. I chose James Hope University for several reasons. When I walked in to make inquiries about the program, I was told that it was going to be one that would include practical sessions. That for me was a big deal because it's not enough for you to acquire the theoretical knowledge. There should be an avenue for you to put what you have acquired into practice. So it sort of aligns with my personal career aspirations as regards to acquiring skills on how to run a business, on how to be a better leader, and to be able to put it into practice as much as possible. I remember very well there was a particular time we're learning about investment decisions, and we were taken out of school to a stockbroking firm where we had the opportunity to interact live on with the personnel at the firm. They were able to put us through all the things we had learned in class, and we could see for ourselves in practice. About the teaching, the lecturers are really professionals in their field. They are experts, they know what to teach and they know how to teach it. They are ones that are very committed to work. They make sure that nobody is left behind. I for one had a problem initially when I started. I didn't have any financial background, so it was basically very difficult for me. But you see, they were ready to provide personal guidance and personalized training and teaching. I remember one of the lecturers, Professor Babajide in particular, she had private sessions with me just to help me to augment my knowledge about finances and accounting and to put me on the same level playing field as my colleagues. So far, my experience with the curriculum and the teaching has been really remarkable. James Hope University is one of the universities in Nigeria, and I dare to say probably in Africa, that has amazing facilities. Talk about the state-of-the-art classroom, we can talk about the innovation laboratory, we talk about the kitchenette. There are so many facilities that James Hope University has that would really endear anyone who wants to study here. But for me, the one I like most is the library. I like the library because it gives me the opportunity to either study conventionally or electronically. By conventionally, I mean if anytime I would like to flip through and learn through the pages of a book, I can always go there and study. If you are looking for a university where you would enjoy a blended curriculum of theory and practice, I tell you, there is no other place than James Hope University. This is a place where you would see seasoned professionals that will hold you by the hands and take you on that journey to your professional development. You would acquire knowledge, skills, abilities that would help you not only to advance in your careers, to upgrade your skills and knowledge, but also to set up your own business. If you really want to make a difference in your world, James Hope University is the place to be.
Okay, so thank you. That's a testimonial from one of our students. So I'll call on Michael now to take us through the Q&A session.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. It's been quite an engaging session. We have questions, rolling in. Please continue to send in your questions. But before we go into the question and answers proper, just to hear live and direct from one of our current executive students, I'd like to also invite to maybe Shokeye in 1 minute to also share a bit of experience at James Hope University. Maybe you have the floor, please. I think your mic is muted if you're speaking. Okay, I think she dropped off. Also, we have one of our esteemed faculties on the call, in person of Professor Ehi Harry Osimeme. We would like to also hear from him in 1 minute, his experience with our students generally.
Yeah, thank you. It's definitely the experience at James Hope University. It's been a wonderful experience with the students. It's because of the remarkable way in which the teaching is being done. The curriculum is being designed in a very practical way to ensure that the relevance is there and to ensure that it's be able to be practicalized in learning and also in the field of, the offices where they actually work. So it's really important and so amazing with the experience. And just like what I teach, the business law and ethics, you see that, we have the formative assessment right before the summative assessment, where the students are given the opportunity to know and understand what to expect. And, they are being graded in a particular way that doesn't actually go into the grade book at first, so that they just have an idea and they know when to improve upon, and they get comprehensive feedbacks, and especially during the formative assessment. Then you go into the summative assessment, where assignments are being given all the time, and with the assignments that are being given comes with comprehensive feedback. I mean, I don't know which other university you can get this kind of treatment and this kind of cordial relationship, especially with the lecturers. So with this you have that feedback comprehensive for every assignment you're given. You have the opportunity to hear from your lecturers. You have the LMS system where it's done virtually, where it's being provided virtually, so that you know what to expect. You know exactly areas that probably you are trying to get shed more light on, get much more comprehensive feedback on. Then some other areas that in every aspect of it, you're able to get that feedback. And it's very important that you get the feedback. And the one-on-one sections that amplifies that particular feedback, you can have with your lecturers anytime that you want. As long as you make that particular arrangement, you can be able to speak to them, know what you need in addition to the feedbacks. And when you go from there, you also have the modules, how they are being designed. It's so relevant. Like if you look at business law and ethics, for example, they have taken into consideration what is going on now, artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms, natural language processing, computer vision, robotic process automation. The nexus between that and the law, and how much you need to comply. When you look at the European Union Artificial Intelligence Act, if you are in your business now, you might have a branch in Europe, in one of the countries in Europe, could be in Germany, and you're looking at the cross-border implication of that and the laws to apply. And even with the ones in Nigeria, whether it's the labor law, whether you're looking at intellectual property, the Copyright Act, how does that go in line with the new virtual of artificial intelligence when it comes to building the virtual space? So it really takes you to the next level in terms of knowing what is relevant and how you can apply that, and makes you much more, be able to be much more practical about your approach. I remember a particular student that came in and said, after he did business law and ethics, he was able to actually identify certain unfair clauses in an agreement that was sent to him by the lawyers. And they were surprised, like, wow, how were you able to actually do that? And he was able to also talk about the advent of artificial intelligence also being applied. So these are very key areas that he was actually able to do. And that's what makes it very practical, not just in terms of passing your exam, which we ensure that you do through the formative assessments, summative assignments given regularly, but also by being able to practicalize this in every aspect of the work that you're doing. And that's what makes it very, very good in James Hope University. So looking at it from and then obviously as they talked about it, the library is very unique and resourceful to get much more information to aid your research with your assignments and other things that you have to do. So James Hope University is very unique. And you also have the part of the group discussions that is also one, the students have the opportunity to always interact with themselves. So aside from the lecturers that are actually in place like that, you have the students that could interact. And when you have the one-on-one sessions, or in terms of the presentations being done by the students after those group discussions, the moment you have any form of challenges and you also have that interaction with your lecturer, you also have the chance for group discussions. It amplifies your knowledge, expands on your horizons in terms of how to think, how to reason, how to practicalize. And let's not forget the real-life case studies that makes it very practical in the approach of what we do, and putting it into perspective, not just giving you the theoretical, traditional approach, but also adding to that and giving you the, how you're supposed to apply it with real life case studies, with hypothetical case studies. And so that when you now finish with the course and you graduate, you have the skills, the required knowledge to be able to apply. So it's awesome to be part of James Hope University. It's the next level university, honestly. You're going to get value for your money, and even more than what you expect. So that's one of the, just the brief introduction into what to expect from the learning at James Hope University.
Thank you very much, Professor Esomeme. We have a lot of questions. I'll go quickly. Some of them have been answered. And for those that have not been answered, I'll ask faculty and leadership to provide answers. For questions that we're unable to touch, feel free to send us an email. Our email address for inquiries is enquiries at James Hope University, jhu.edu.ng. Inquiries at jhu.edu.ng. To learn more, to ask questions about your applications, you can send emails to admissions@jhu.edu.ng. First question I have here, I think it has been answered. Bafan says, please, what's the tuition fee for MBA and MSc programs? It's been shared. You can also get the actual details. Olurotimi Yano says, I'm wild at the innovation lab. I look forward to incubating innovative ideas. Thank you very much, Olurotimi. All right. Aboderi Samuel is asking, does James Hope University have accommodation, hostel facilities, especially for people outside the location that wants to study there? I'd like to invite Professor Abiola Babajide to answer this question, please.
That would be registrar.
Oh, okay.
The registrar have information on that.
Okay, I'd like to invite the registrar to answer, please.
The registrar, please.
Thank you, Michael. Presently, we don't have hostels for our students, but we have arrangement with hotel owners and short-let apartment owners around Lekki. So when you come, they will offer you discounts, very reduced at a very reduced rate. So you'll be able to lodge there. So there's no plan for hostel now for students, but we have a arrangement with outsiders to accommodate you when you come on campus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Registrar, Dr. Uzoma. One more question. I think you'll be in the best position to answer this. Just Maria Agolana is asking, is the program physical or virtual or mixed?
Yeah, it's like Professor Badia had already mentioned that it's a blended learning. We do hybrid, virtual and physical. Virtual almost throughout the week, then physical on Saturdays. So it's both physical and virtual. For now, that is what we can offer now.
I have other questions. Speaking to the mode of delivery, which has just been answered. So I'm going to skip that. Oladiro Oyeyemi is asking, in terms of accreditation, I can see on the school website AACSB. Please shed some more light on this. I'd like to invite the VC to shed some more light and provide answers to this question.
I'll be happy to. I think we are currently a member of the AACSB, and we're on the progress to becoming accredited. The dean may want to speak to this more as well, but you have to have 3 or 4 years of graduating classes to get some of these international accreditations. So you would be the first classes that enter are the ones that we are going to treat especially carefully, because we want to get this accreditation and we're going to put everything in place to get it. So it's actually a wonderful opportunity to be the pioneering classes of these programs. You'll be the ones that the exams and the projects and the presentations and all the good work the faculty are doing. So yes, thank you. If the dean wants to add to it, or the other accreditations we're going after, but we are getting the triple tier of fine alliances through accrediting agencies around the world.
Yes,
thank
you so much, VC. Honestly, you answered the question. So we have the regional, that's the ACSB, that's the African Association of Business Schools, that's the regional. Then we have the international, the ACSB, and of course the BGA. And as I put in the chat function or chat box, accreditation is progressive. That means you start from being members of these accrediting bodies. However, we then get accredited after graduating a couple of sets of students. So that's the way it goes. So which means for now, yeah, you are our students, which means you're also student members of all of these accrediting bodies. And one important, and this is a great deal, as part of what we do at the JHBS, is being a member of the BGA, AMBA BGA. That means you also qualify to become a lifetime or lifelong member of the BGA, which guarantees you, honestly, access to all sorts of facilities. And as a matter of fact, some of our students currently carry digital badges, of the BGA, which means you can flash this wherever you go, implying that we are in the process of rubbing shoulders with the likes of Harvard, with the likes of Chicago both, and so on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dean. One more question for you, sir. Victor is asking, how flexible are the MBA classes for working class students?
Thank you again. Yeah, I think I must have answered that question in the chat box. Superbly flexible, flexible in every way and manner, actually. The classes are flexible, only start at about 6 p.m. During the day, a session of 1 hour or 15 minutes, just about 3-4 sessions in a day, and just about 3 days in a week. However, we expect everyone to come into campus on Saturdays. So that's one. However, we also then operate using the virtual classroom, which means wherever you are, either you're driving, honestly, heading back home from your different places of work, you're able to get into the LMS, get into the virtual classroom. Superbly flexible again. Now, payment, as Femi said, tuition payment also superbly flexible. That is, we actually allow you to give us a payment plan, at the beginning of its semester. So whichever way you look at it, working professional, honestly, we cater for all of your needs. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Olu Akikugbe. We have another question here, and I think I'd like to invite between Professor Akikugbe and the VC to answer. This is from Mervin. He says, does the university have Bloomberg terminals and access to financial data for Masters in Finance program? Also, asset/portfolio management tools.
Yes, I gladly will. Yes, I gladly will respond to that. I think I must have done that already. However, okay, very quickly, now we have the ICD terminal, the ICD center. And as a matter of fact, that ICD center is going to transform or translate into what we call the training and trading lab, which means in the trading lab, honestly, once you are in there, it's almost like you're in the New York Stock Exchange. Which means you have the Bloomberg terminal, you have the Reuters terminal, you have the data stream, name it. You have access to all of this database that allow you to simulate, to run, as if you are on the New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange, or the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So we have simulation terminals, we have simulation program software, and we have all of the databases running, plus, of course, the Bloomberg terminal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dean. Ogbe Stephen is asking, I was told I am not qualified for the economic development and policy analysis. Meanwhile, the program requirement is suitable for my qualifications. I'd like to invite the registrar to provide answer to this question.
Yeah, I'm sure the admission officer would have called Ogbe if he's listening. If you feel strongly that you are qualified for the program, maybe you reach out to the admission officer and have a word and have a discussion with him. but we have done the review and before we came out with that decision. So let us have a discussion. You can call me directly. You can call the admission officer so we can have a discussion on that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for the response, Dr. Uzoma. Very quickly, let me add, Ogbe, you can reach the registrar via email to registrar@jhu.edu.ng, as well as you can reach the admissions officer emailing admissions@jhu.edu.ng. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so Emmanuel is asking, in the course of MSc program, will the tuition fee be reviewed increments, especially for those on instrumental payment option? I'd like to invite the registrar to also provide answers to this.
Well, as you're already aware, there are opportunities for scholarship. So you can take advantage, you can leverage on that to have a rebate for your school fees. It could be 100%, it could be 50, it could be 10, it could be 30, whatever the scholarship committee decision is, you have to abide by it. If you present your documents and we find you very suitable, there is every likelihood you will get a scholarship. But for now, we are just starting. We cannot begin to review school fees when we are just starting. And don't forget that before we came to that school fees, we did there is a research. We conducted a research. We checked other universities, especially Lagos Business School. What you are having there is the most affordable among business schools in Nigeria. So there's no other school that can give you that kind of fees. And don't forget, you also have opportunity to leverage on the scholarship openings. So for now, there is no intention to review it. Maybe with time, we can begin to have that discussion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Uzoma. Just before you go, there's another question that I think you are in the best position to answer. Oladiro is asking, the website indicates that Masters in FinTech and Analytics is full-time. What are the options available for someone who currently works full-time and is interested in this program?
Yeah, the person has a full-time job.
Yes, so he's saying that he wants to know if there are
it's
any
a blended,
other...
like we said before. The dean has also explained that we have a hybrid, we have a virtual class, we have a physical class. So even if you are working anywhere you are at any time, you can take advantage of our lectures. We have the LMS where you can access our learning materials. So whether work full-time work or part-time, you have every opportunity to participate in our MSc FinTech program. So it's flexible. It's both virtual and just on Saturdays you are expected to be in the premises, which I believe you may not be at work. So it's a very flexible program. So everybody and anybody can take advantage of it. Yeah.
All right. We still have a lot of questions, but I'll just take one or two more so that we can close in time. There's a question from Sir Steve. He says, I was contacted and informed that I did not qualify. Okay, I think we already answered this. Okay, we have another question. Someone is asking, are there plans to offer bachelor's program or are you strictly committed to postgraduate programs? I'd like to invite the dean to answer this question.
Yes, good question. Honestly, at the moment, graduate programs, that is the MBA and the Masters of Science programs, maybe in another 5 years down the road, maybe I said, which means it may not be so. So for now, honestly, no plan for undergraduate programs.
Thank you very much, sir. Joseph Maria is asking, how many months make a semester?
Yes, I actually answered that question already. You know, we run according to the laws of the nation, and that's the NUC that regulates, and of course, the international accreditation bodies, which means a semester, it's for about 14 weeks, plus another week of exam, making about 15. So that's the way all the semesters run. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Professor Akikugbe. I'll take one final question and then I'll invite the VC to give us a closing remark. And the question is, he said, I did HND in Nigeria and BSc in Benin Republic. Can I apply for Masters in FinTech Analytics with this? Although this question is not quite clear because we don't have an idea of what programs you did at Benin and in Nigeria. However, a follow-up question here is asking, is the FinTech and Analytics program available part-time?
Very quickly, you know, the flexibility that the hybrid honestly offers, I don't know if you actually require part-time. However, the answer is yes. It will run on part-time. But of course, we have to run the program for a year before NUC allows us to do part-time. So yes, it's going to be part-time sometime, maybe 2025. You know, however, for now, is the full-time, but as we said, hybrid, fully flexible, which means honestly, you actually don't even need the part-time since you can work full-time and also be in class full-time, given the flexibility and the hybrid nature of the delivery of our courses and programs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Olu Akinkugbe. And that will be the final question. Before I invite the VC to give us a closing remark, I'd like to add that the admissions portal would be closing by the end of this month. Some of us have applied, but we may be having difficulty in completing our application. We may not know whether our application has been completed. I encourage you to go to the portal, look at the status of the application, and ensure that after you have populated the necessary information, you click on the submit button to complete your application. However, if you're having any technical difficulty whatsoever in completing your application, please do not hesitate to reach out to us via email. Send an email to the admissions team, or you can email us at enquiries@jhu.edu.ng or the admissions team at admissions@jhu.edu.ng. We have just about 4 or 5 days to end this month. Afterwards, you will not be able to apply for the 2024-2025 academic session. I encourage you to complete your application as soon as possible. And for those who are who are able to join this session, you have the grace to complete your application between today and tomorrow so that you are able to apply for this. If you're interested in getting scholarship, then you can get access to the scholarship portal. Otherwise, the scholarship portal will be closed again for you within the next 48 hours. Thank you very much for your time. It's been a very engaging session. I'd like to invite the Vice Chancellor and President, Dr. Paul Vita, to give us the closing remark.
Yes, and I want to just ask people's time for one more minute. It has been a long meeting, but this is such a wonderful community that I want to show it off and let you know what an extraordinary place James Hope University is. On the call, you've only heard a few of the voices, but I'm seeing multiple faculty members in addition to the dean and our librarian. A very quick one sentence of why James Hope University is the most wonderful place to study. If people could help keep that to one sentence. I see the wonderful Professor Taiwa Ojo. It looks like you're in a car, but would you like to say one thing to share with the prospective students?
Thank you, my VC. Good afternoon, everyone. Just a quick word. The practical and the real life experience, learning real life experience is what you need, not theory. Excellent. So if you want to talk about without theory, practical real life, you come to James Hope. So it's a win-win for you. And I just believe because they're on this call, just take advantage, and you only see universities that give scholarship, especially in our culture here. So take advantage of that offer.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you so much, Prof. And the finest librarian, not only in Nigeria, but the world is on this call. Really, we have this resource. I don't know whether, librarian, you're able to join us for just one sentence of what makes it so special.
One thing that makes the James Hope University Library so special is that it provides an outstanding level of support for research students. And as a result of the kind of support we provide by providing electronic resources, we provide a very comfortable study space, and we ensure that our students are supported from day one. So we ensure that they are carried along. They don't feel left out. So by providing the level of resources they require for the teaching, learning, and research that they may experience while on campus. So as a result of that, they feel supported and they don't feel left behind. So that's
Excellent.
why James Hope University Library is so important.
Outstanding. And Professor Danesi, are you available? I know you may be just listening in. Prof. Babajide, did you want to add anything else?
Thank you, VC. It's just to let our audience know today, all the participants on this call, that most of the classes are getting filled up. So if you want to submit that application, do it very quickly because you may not get a space again. So you have up to the end of the month to submit that application. And it's the best experience that you can ever have. We've been in the educational system for a long time within Nigeria. This is unique. This is outstanding. So I encourage you to fill that application, complete that application, and submit it so that you can have a space on the next cohort. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I don't want to extend the call. We did hear from a few other voices. So I know our registrar and Professor Eso Ememe and the dean probably would have even more raves to say. You have a lot of choices. How fortunate. If you're looking at postgraduate education, there are great programs in Nigeria. We think ours is created by a very special group of people that are really committed to making a change. And that's why we're so excited about it. We're joining the call. There's a large group of people, of the faculty and the administration here on this call, to show how committed we are to you and your education, because that's James Hope University's mission, and that's what we're here about. So thank you for your time. Thank you, Michael, for a wonderful session. Thank you, colleagues, for being here and speaking or just listening. Please reach out to us if you have more questions. We can't wait to read your application or see you in the classroom if we've already read it and you've been admitted. So to be continued. Thank you.
Thank you.